For the latest video in our agency search series, Steve Drake of RFP Associates discusses the keys to successful onboarding.
The keys to successful agency onboarding really come down to one key element, and that is level setting expectations on the part of both parties. The client needs to understand what he or she can expect from the agency team members individually on a day-to-day basis, and how they will go about their work. The agency team members also need to understand what is the style, the management style of their key client contact. How much time and interaction can they expect to have? Will they be able to get approvals back quickly? Will they be able to get changes to documents quickly, etc.? So what's key is not signing the contract. It's all the stuff that comes in and around the contract, and that really requires, I think, an initial sit down with the agency team and the client team, and level setting expectations for what can happen moving forward.
How do you know if the relationship is on a path to success?
Well, the relationship really should be kind of set way back at the RFP stage, in terms of what the expectations are overall in terms of how the agency will be held accountable. That ought to have been addressed in the RFP and ultimately in the proposal and the presentation that the agency has made. That said, again, after that successful onboarding experience, that initial session, sort of discussing what the day-to-day expectations are, between the formal accountability that should have been outlined in the proposal and the informal accountability that should have been outlined in that initial discussion, the onboarding discussion, that should give both parties a pretty good understanding moving forward if the relationship is succeeding.
What are common mistakes that are made in the onboarding process?
I think the biggest mistake is just assuming that the agency can go from 0 to 90 miles per hour on day one as a result of the proposal and the presentation process. So I think the biggest mistake is, frankly, not giving the agency enough time and consideration at the outset in terms of, again, level setting those expectations and, frankly, providing the kind of information and access that the agency is going to need in order to do its job well. On the agency's side, I think one of the biggest mistakes is that they assume that they can just get started and they'll start making decisions and start offering proactive strategies, again, without the benefit of fully understanding what the day-to-day needs are of the client.